Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fishing with Kagan. Today, we're not wasting a single second. We're diving right in because this video is a special one. Not only did I land my new personal best bass, but I did it using one of the best soft plastics on the market, DOA baits. That's right, I'm officially partnering with DOA, and I couldn't be more excited to share this with you. These baits have been a Florida fishing staple for decades, trusted by anglers all over the state for their incredible action, versatility, and wide accessibility. And now, their headquarters are based in Okeechobee, Florida, the place I call home. Most folks know DOA for their saltwater success: snook, redfish, trout, you name it. But today, I'm putting them to the test in freshwater, and let me tell you, the bass around here absolutely crush them.
Look at this. Oh, there we go. Oh, buddy, you absolutely swallowed that bait. Oh my goodness, that was such a soft hit. Oh my. Alright, bud. There we go. Alright. He definitely inhaled that guy. Alright. First bass of the day. A little stormy out. There you go.
Today, we were back at our friend Tom's property in Orlando, Florida, also known as Lily Pad City. The main fishing day was planned for tomorrow, but there was no way I could just sit and wait. With a few hours left before sunset, I decided to get the kayak on the water and make the most of it. The reflections off the pads, the calm evening light, and that quiet before sundown, it's honestly one of my favorite times to fish.
Oh. Little man, huh? Just a little fella, but he smacked that bait real good. Awesome. Let's get him back.
As the last bit of light faded behind the trees, I paddled in, already thinking about what tomorrow might bring. I had brought 2 rods with me so that I could easily switch between my favorite DOA baits, depending on how I wanted to fish each spot. Their swim bait line has some killer colors. One with a midnight body and bright chartreuse tail, and another that glows with a gold rush belly. 2 of my favorites so far. We started the morning with the glow and gold rush, and just a few casts in, we were already hooked up.
Nice little bass. There we go.
One thing I've really come to appreciate about DOA soft baits is how tough they are. When I tie one on, I know I'm not just catching one fish and swapping it out. These things can handle multiple hits, a quick re-rig, and they're good to go again.
He's still on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, fella. Let's get that out your mouth, huh? All right, come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Pretty fella. Pretty fella. There we go. Get you back in.
The bite was a little off that day, probably from all the rain that had pushed through the day before, or maybe the front that came with it. Weather has a funny way of changing the mood of the fish. They were still biting, but I had to slow things down, stay patient, and really work for each connection. There's something about fishing beneath those moss-covered cypress trees that makes you feel like you've stepped straight into another world. It's wild to think that just beyond the driveway and through the front gate, you're back in one of Florida's busiest cities. Yet here, it feels completely untouched. This spot really is its own little slice of heaven.
Buddy. Oh man. Pretty well inhaled that thing, huh? Yeah, you did.
This little guy couldn't resist the gold glitter blackback bait buster. Yeah, go ahead and try saying that 5 times fast.
Little guy. Little man. Man, your little gum was sticking in my finger real good. Chewed.
I don't think I'll ever get over how beautiful the lilies are on this lake. They stretch so far off the bank and rise tall from the deeper water, creating endless habitat for the bass that call this place home. It's not always easy pulling a fish out of the pads though. Sometimes, if you get it at just the right angle, you can slide them right across the tops, kind of like skipping a stone that's fighting back.
There we go. All right. That's good. Nice fella. Turn the bait inside out.
Got this little fella on the black body chartreuse tail swim bait, my personal favorite.
There he is. Pretty little.
But yeah, sometimes they have other plans. When they dig in deep and wrap you up in those stalks, there's not much you can do except head straight for them. That's the reality of fishing structure. Sometimes you go to the fish instead of the other way around.
Forget the lilies. Alright, come here. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Hey there, buddy. Is. You hit bigger than you actually are, huh? liking that swim bait. All right, so that was working it over the lilies. That worked out pretty well. This does work pretty well to dance it across the tops of these lilies. And then when it hits that little open pocket, I let it sink. Twitch it a couple times like it's a critter trying to get back on top of lilies, and then I'll pop them back up. I don't think a fish is gonna hit this close to my boat, but I just want to show how that looks. Dancing over the pads like that and then letting it sink when it gets down in there.
Those fish proved me wrong, because as soon as I stopped talking, they did in fact hit right next to the boat.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And now it was time to try something a little different. Sometimes you have to do something weird, something strange, something crazy, and change up your bait in a way that the fish haven't seen before. And adding legs onto this swim bait? Yeah, that was definitely something different. But it paid off in the biggest way possible.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy smokes. Holy cow. Okay, where did this guy go? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at, buddy?
This bass wasn't giving up easy. She buried herself deep in the lilies and locked down hard, and I had to muscle her out one tug at a time. She had buried herself way down in the thick stuff and made me work for every inch of that line.
Oh, he's still on. Oh, he's still on.
When she finally surfaced, my heart just about stopped. The second I saw the bucket mouth on this thing, I knew it was my new personal best.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big bass. Oh my god. Whoa.
Getting her into the kayak felt like slow motion, especially as I went to lift her out of the water.
Yeah, that's a big fish.
And the hook popped right out of her lip, caught on the stalk of a lily pad. When I realized I was lifting her out of the water without the hook in her lip, it felt like time had stopped.
That was on my little weird rig thing, and it took the worm part off. Wow.
That right there is what it's all about. All the early mornings, the patience, the lost fish, every bit of it leads to this moment. Honestly, I was speechless. I had to use both hands just to lift this beautiful fish. And the best part? She was the first fish I caught after rigging up one of the strangest setups I've ever thrown.
So cool. I think it's pretty safe to say that my wacky little combo worked there. This guy is all sorts of chewed up now. It's definitely time to replace him. But you know what? My little my little wacky rig worked so well. I mean, I'm gonna do it again, because why not? Why not? Oh, so awesome. And then I just had like that much leg on him. Alright, there's my little goober. See what we can catch with it again.
It's hard to even describe what that moment felt like. I've caught a lot of fish, but something about this one hit different. Maybe it was because I'd worked so hard for it, or maybe because it came from taking a chance on something totally out of the ordinary. Either way, it was pure proof that sometimes the best results come from thinking outside the box and trusting your instincts. Now it was time to just sit back for a second and take it all in.
Oh no. Oh man. He is my little wacky rig. Awesome fish.
I love fishing, but it's not just about the catch. It's about the learning, the patience, and the joy of being out here completely surrounded by nature.
Whoa. Are these your pets, Tom? It's a weird dog.
I've got to give a huge shout out to DOA baits for making the kind of gear that keeps days like this exciting. They're durable, versatile, and always ready for the challenge. And bass just can't resist them. These baits held up fish after fish, cast after cast. Whether you're fishing freshwater or saltwater, there's something in their lineup that just works. Today was one of those days that reminded me exactly why I do this. Getting outside, experimenting, learning new things, and sharing every moment of it with you guys. And to all of you, thank you for being part of this journey. The support that's come in since launching this channel has been absolutely incredible. Every like, every comment, every new subscriber, it all means the world to me. You guys are the reason I get to keep making these videos, chasing new challenges, and growing as an angler. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fishing adventures. Turn on those notifications because I've got plenty more to come. New species, new waters, and probably a few more crazy bait experiments along the way. Thank you again for watching, and as always, until next cast.